scan with direction or orientation in mind. So let's put an example to that. Like I go to the store and I want to buy something, or I might be in a big retail chain. I want to like look up my loyalty balance or something. So I can buy it, like tap this way, or I could say, look up my balance, tap that way, or get coupons, tap that way. And to me, this is a patented idea. It's original, and I think it's got.
And you have the patent, or is it pending?
It's a full patent issued in November.
Utility?
Utility patent.
Yeah.
Yeah. U.S. Yeah. I could not afford to do European or world. So what I need.
Functional? You have some kind of working model of it, or?
Yeah, I've got a prototype for QR codes, and I'm doing some other work in mobile apps with the NFC stuff, and I can cobble together a good demo pretty easily. So what I really need, I would say, is a Rolodex of connections, because this is not something you're going to buy in a store. This is for like large entities like Walmart and Target and Visa, MasterCard, etc. To use as part of their business infrastructure. And so it's more of a licensing deal. And it could also be used for things like, you have some appliance at home, you want to, like a controller, some equipment, you just tap it one way to make something act in a certain fashion, tap it a different direction, do something else. Like an appliance, whatever it might be. Military uses as well. For the government.
And it's been tested and works in a lot of different functions? Or
yeah. I mean, I've got a QR code-based version, data matrix, and even traditional barcode-based version working. And with the QR code-based version, you can.
So what are you needing? Rolodex?
Yeah, I think it's not something I can sell online. It's. I mean, I could sell services to small companies, to start out with, I can value add their tagging operations that they do for marketing purposes. Yeah. But I think it's one of those things where it needs to have a bit of immediate impetus behind it, because if you're not aware of it, you're not going to use it.
Right. So you also have to. The companies have to impregnate technology into their into their QR code or whatever it is, So you've got to go and get them on board, and then you got to mass market it to the mass market.
Yeah. So right? there's many possible applications, and a lot of it's not immediately obvious. But for example, you take barcodes that are on the shelves of Walmart or Home Depot right now. You could use that with an app from Home Depot, for example, to say, well, how do I use this widget? How do I fix my toilet with this thing, And, to do price check, instructional video, reviews, an app could all work right now, and you wouldn't have to change the barcode at all. There's no logistical change apart from building on top of what's already there. So it's a really easy add-on.
Okay.
Just need the will to do it, So,
and what's the cost? What's the cost and the benefit to the client? Just
well, it's value. I mean, like marketing, all kinds of utility functions that might come, from commerce. Like you imagine, for Visa, MasterCard, and Target, and integrate all kinds of media into the transaction, like coupons, reviews, balance, buy something, that kind of stuff. And then in the world of the military, it would be things like just, safety, like you're wearing gloves. Is it like a user interface that can be,
Yeah. You said it as you're talking. What this is, it's a licensing type of deal. I mean, it's not sell it direct to the public.
No. Because I can't call anyone and say.
Yeah. They can't use it without it being licensed to. So you really need like a deep pocket kind of partner that could go get you to the QR, like you said, the Rolodex. Okay? Go to the QR code.
Have you gone to any of those companies? Have you gone to MasterCard? I mean, have you approached anybody about the idea as a first partner, vendor?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of that. It's early days. I mean, you know, with the litigious nature of where we live, I've let the patent sit there for a few months just so, you know, no one does an immediate challenge on it, you know, because that's the world we live in. So I'm a little cautious. In fact, you know, the game plan in a way is with that in mind. If I can get, you know, someone with credibility, you know, some immediate name recognition to have the chat with the CEO. Or whoever is, you know, involved at Visa or whoever, you know, whatever big company is involved. That's what I need, so they take it seriously.
Do you have any advisor, like who else is on your team right now?
Me. yeah, I mean, I work for a living, you know, pay bills, so can't afford to hire anyone just yet, you know. So, I mean,
it's a cell phone, like a Samsung or somebody like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Samsung invested $5 million into a company called Delivery Agent recently, and they're developing a SEM TV technology where you turn your TV on, there's apps right on the TV.
Right.
This might be able to be incorporated into putting your phone up to these apps.
Definitely.
And so they've got this budget to be able to fund this kind of stuff. And it's I know the Delivery Agent people. So that might be a good place to start.
Yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't mind mentioning that idea. It's funny
When you come to back
You know
to
the
the
company,
workshop,
Google Delivery Agent. They're a $1 billion company out of San Francisco.
Yeah, Samsung is interesting you bring up because I just entered their app competition. I mean, like, this is not something I can sell en masse. This is for, you know, corporations, but it's also useful. The concept is also useful for mass market applications like a password wallet or something. Because, I mean, I have a demo of that, and I entered the Samsung app competition with that idea in mind, and that's you can find that on Samsung apps, and it's called Scan a Tag Secure Notes. So please all download that and set the ball in motion. But yeah, so that's in a nutshell what the licensing is.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well done.